Hello and welcome to Live from the Sawmill. We're your hosts, Joyce and John, and tonight will be our very first podcast from the Sawmill Pub. And let me first say, COVID precautions have been taken. Everyone here at the Sawmill Pub has either been inoculated or
is
quarantined. All precautions necessary have been taken.
We designed this podcast to interview and promote local artists. We'll ask them about how they got started, who helped influence them, and hear their stories.
After they have a chance to perform, we'll have them join us back at the bar, and we'll have a drink, we'll talk some more. And Joyce, why don't you introduce our very first guest?
Our guest tonight is a very talented drummer we have known for over 40 years. At least I've known for 40 years. You've about 35 years. Please welcome our good friend, Rob Burach.
Robert.
Hello. Joycey.
Robbie, we're so glad to have you here.
Good
to see you. Good to see you.
Coming in.
Welcome. Have a
Thank
seat.
you. Very nice. This is like we're back at the Sawmill.
Right.
That's right.
Well, we're glad to have you here tonight.
Yeah.
You know, and to
Yeah,
talk
thanks
a
for
little
having me.
bit
This is
about your
very cool.
music and what you've done over the years.
Yeah. It's been a crazy 40 years, Joycey.
It has.
Crazy.
It has.
Crazy.
And I'm proud to say I've been a groupie all along with you.
So, how old were you when you actually started playing?
I was 14
14.
when I first started playing, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's been a long time, yeah.
And who are your biggest influences?
Well, I wouldn't have been playing if it wasn't for my brother. I'd have to say my brother, because he's a drummer, great drummer, my brother. And I was young and he was always in a basement playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to watch him and say, like, wow, I gotta try this. And he would always say, when I was young, don't touch the drums. You know, he'd go out and don't mess with the drum. I was like, all right, so as soon as he would leave, I'd sit behind him. I'd try to imitate what he did. And then one day, I guess, he came home and he came in the basement. I was playing. He was like, how did you figure that out? I'm like,
You're actually pretty good.
yeah. He's like, yeah, I think you could do it. And I said, yeah, just watching you.
Cool.
So did you take lessons?
No, I never took a lesson.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I never took a lesson. He always said, he would show me a couple things.
Yeah.
And he would say, maybe you should, because he always took lessons. My brother took lessons like in the city, with real, major guys.
Yeah.
And I just never, I wish I kind of did at this point because I think I'd be a lot better, but I can hang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I can hang, yeah.
So, tell us about the band that you're involved in now, and what has the last year been like with the whole COVID situation?
Oh, it's been rough. Well, New Road is a band that I've been in for, I would say close to like 15, 20 years now.
Really?
Wow. I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah, it's been a long time now. Every time I think about it, I can't believe it. And we're still going, but it's been rough. We haven't, gotten together and practiced.
I know. I miss you guys at the Halloween party.
I know. I miss those parties.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I had the Ross Griswold on the second line, and that he moved. We have some gigs coming up, and we have in September. We're playing 2
Guys
gigs.
from
He's coming
that
home.
Band?
Yeah, that band is
Very
getting back
cool.
together for 2 gigs.
Where are you
Nice.
guys playing at?
At this Rustival, which is a festival we do every year
Really?
for pancreatic cancer. Yeah, it's
Okay. Oh, that's great.
real nice in Clinton at the Clinton
Clinton?
Elks.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's 2 days of bands all day long, and we've been doing
Outdoors.
it. Outdoors. Yep,
Very
that's
cool.
outdoors. And then we're doing one. The guitar player lives in Bridgewater at Sunset Lake, which is a beautiful, really beautiful. It's like on sand by the lake, and his whole development comes out.
Oh,
So we're
really?
doing that too. Yeah, it's a Saturday and a Sunday.
Oh, fun.
So we're doing that. Yeah.
So is that open to the public, or is that just
Um,
like a private lake?
It's a private thing, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's private, right?
Wow.
Right, real nice. And then I'm doing, I play with this Grateful Dead band called Only Footprints.
Mm-hmm.
And every year we play at this festival in Snipes in Pennsylvania. So that was canceled last year, and they're doing it this year in September. So I got that.
Okay.
So I'm excited. Yeah, I got some
Yeah.
things to look forward
Some
to.
things lined up. That's good.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's,
Good to
it's
hear.
nice to start seeing music open back up.
I know.
It's been
Oh
Oh,
God.
I miss
Long
that
years.
so much.
The live music,
Yeah.
it's tough. Yeah, everybody's suffering from that.
Yeah,
Very difficult.
it is. And what is your favorite music to play?
Oh.
And you played I know you played dead music, but
I think my favorite, because I haven't done it in a while and I miss it tremendously, is just straight blues.
yeah.
Like I really miss just sitting down and playing a shuffle or, it's just something like that. And I look for it. Every once in a while I jump on, Craigslist and see, but just things aren't panning out.
Yeah.
But I'd love to do that again. Miss those days, yeah.
Cool. All right.
Upstairs in the court tavern.
Oh, little white boys
The
action.
old days.
And isn't that how you met Rhonda?
That is. Rhonda came to a Bob White and the White Boys gig, yeah.
Yeah.
One special Wednesday night at the Court Tavern. That's where Nancy met Danny, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Big
I didn't
Nancy.
realize
Big
that.
Nancy met her husband Danny at the Court Tavern.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of things, a lot of great things happened at that place.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember those days.
That was
so
fun. Every Wednesday night. We played every Wednesday night upstairs.
I know. I remember coming home from college and going to, working over the summer at Forest Gate and going up
Right.
there on Wednesday nights to see
Right.
you guys play.
Yeah, it was good nights.
That's
And then the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, oh,
Oh, really?
packed.
Really?
Yeah, everybody was off on, so everybody would come out because we played every Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
So the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, it was like this special night. Place was just, you couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Packed, yeah.
That's fun.
Good times, yeah.
Are there any other like music that you love to play, or so you have blues or?
Well, the second line band with Ross was like a New Orleans type of thing, which was really cool. I really never played that kind of stuff before, so I had to like teach myself, listen to it, because a lot of it's on the snare. A lot of it is just like snare type playing,
Yeah.
almost like marching band type of snare. And I kind of never did that before, so I love playing that stuff now. And I listen to that music, Dr. John and that Professor Longhair and all that stuff.
Right.
Very different, but great. Great
Yeah.
stuff, so I love that, yeah. I mean, anything. I'll play anything at this point. Give me anything, I'll play it.
Now you've released CD. I remember New Road had their CD release party.
Yeah,
That was a fun time.
that was cool.
Yeah. So are you guys talking about doing any more CDs or?
I don't know. I mean, Chris Birmingham, who's the guitar player for New Road, and Angela writes, they're always writing new stuff.
Yeah.
Constantly creating new things. So, yeah, once we get back together, I think, who knows? It could happen again.
Yeah.
Could happen again, yeah.
Very
So,
exciting.
think you're ready to play something for us?
Yeah, I'll do a little something. I brought some acoustic things to bang on.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know what you got over there.
Yeah, I have, right. So here, I brought the cajon, which is a box drum. And what this does is it gives you the snare up top and the bass down below.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good for, if you're playing acoustic or you're playing with just a guitar player at a bar in a little corner.
Or on the streets in New York.
Right. Put your hat out on the street.
Yeah.
And then I just bought a pair of bongos. I have percussion bongos. So they're good for, I've played gigs where I use this. Also, you could put a bass drum pedal down below so it frees up a hand. I don't have to use it. I could put my foot right here backwards. You put the pedal backwards and it hits right here, so I could play. But here's just an idea of what. So you.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to Live from the Sawmill with our guest Rob Burach.
Rob, I know you're a bourbon drinker.
I
Like
love
myself.
the bourbon, John. Yes.
So today we're going to make an old fashioned.
Nice.
Very simple. We're going to show everybody how this is done.
Love it.
Joyce, you're going to start with putting a teaspoon of sugar into each glass. Excellent.
Sweet.
And now we're going to do 2 ounces
Buffalo.
of Buffalo Trace.
Love the buffalo.
It's 2 ounces of jigger.
Watch your language, we're on the air.
Into each. I may have done this out of order, but It's okay.
Look, whatever it
Cheers
takes.
of it.
So thirsty.
And you're going to do 3 shakers, I guess you'd call them. Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
exactly.
Mhm.
We could open. There we go. The 3 in each.
What is that now?
Little
This
orange.
is
If it
bitters.
goes to the table.
Okay.
bitters.
All right.
And then we're going to just garnish it.
Oh, garnish.
A little orange peel in there. We're using tangerines,
Or
however.
clementines.
Clementines.
Oh, clementine. Nice.
And I got another one over here.
It's like you've done this before. Have you done this before?
Yeah, I just did those 2. Now I'm doing this one.
Do a little bit of water. How much water?
Yes, and a teaspoon of water. That just opens up the bourbon flavor.
Open it
a little
up,
bit.
Joyce.
And you really want to use quality bourbon.
Yeah, Buffalo is a good one.
You know, if you're doing a multi concoction here, you can kind of get away with using a cheaper bourbon. You know, if it's going to be a sweet drink.
But not here at the Sawmill. We don't do the cheaper version.
No, just a little gentle stir. Just to get that sugar working in there.
Beautiful.
That's it. Friend.
Thank you.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
You.
To the Sawmill.
And to you.
Thank you. Oh, that's nice.
That's lovely.
It's lovely.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like bourbon, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Now it's time for a segment that we call Concerts 3, 2, 1. So Rob,
Yes.
tell us 3 of the absolute greatest concerts you have seen. The top 3.
Wow. All right, I'll go with that. I'm gonna say, excuse me. I'll tell you one that happened recently that me and my lovely wife attended. We saw Ry Cooder. Ry Cooder.
Oh, right, Cooter.
Yeah, Ry Cooder, who I've been a fan of for many, many years. A great slide guitar player. You probably heard him. He's done some Rolling Stones recordings. One of the best
You've
slide
seen him
guitar.
around here?
We saw him at Town Hall, I think.
Okay.
Oh, I love the town hall.
Yeah,
New
one of my
York
favorite
City, yeah.
venues. Yeah, very small and intimate.
We saw Old
Old
Crow.
Crow Medicine Show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
very
almost-
nice place.
I've
it's
seen a
almost
lot of
an
shows there.
after
Yeah,
too.
it's a great place.
It is nice and small.
So he's a guy that I've followed, listened to for many, many years. Never had a chance to see him, so this was like a bucket list thing for me.
He had his own band.
He had his own band, and the thing that got me excited was his son, Joaquin Cooder, on the drums. And the interesting thing about this is Ry Cooder's been recording since '69, and he's been still putting albums out since '69. He still puts stuff out. And his Jim Keltner, if you guys know who Jim Keltner is,
I think so, yeah.
is my favorite drummer of all time. You say, who's my favorite drummer? It's Jim Keltner, great studio guy. So he's on all the Ry Cooder stuff from '69 up, and his son, like in the '80s, mid to late '80s, you see his son on percussion. It would say Joaquin Cooder on percussion, Jim Keltner on drums. Then as the years came on, it was Joaquin Cooder, drums and percussion, and then he took over the drums, and Keltner dropped off, and now he sounds just like Jim Keltner.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Keltner kind of like groomed him.
Yeah.
So seeing him live just blew me away. He was great.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's one.
Very cool.
2, I would say, seeing the Grateful Dead when Branford Marsalis
Wow.
sat in. That second set when he did Eyes of the World was just
Wow.
mine.
Where was it? Do you remember where that was at?
It was at the Nassau Coliseum. And I don't remember where it's at, but I looked it up so I could remember where it was at. It was at the Nassau Coliseum in 1990,
1990.
right before Brent
Okay.
died. Before Brent Midland died.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a great show. And then I'm going to say for the third one, I'm going to put 2 at tied for third. Is it legal?
Yeah. Sure.
Can I do that? I'm going to say when I took my daughter, each one separately to see Paul McCartney,
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
which was, emotional to be with them. They were little. and they were like singing along to some of the songs.
Was that like Giant Stadium?
No, I think one was at the Garden. When I took Rose to see him at the Garden, she was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I
I think that was one of my favorites, Paul McCartney.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
just amazing.
When we saw him at Giant Stadium, it was huge.
Yeah.
They had fireworks after.
Yeah, right. I mean, he still
And
sounds
he
great.
still was amazing.
Yeah.
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 I'm so glad we did that.
Yeah, and I took Ray to see him, I think, like, at Penn State, right? And that was like, 10, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago.
Wow.
Okay, now how about 2 artists or groups that you wish you had seen? Now this can be back from the 50s. It could
Any
be
group.
people that you just
Through time.
never had time to see, someone who's passed away, and you just...
Only 2 you're giving me.
2. That's
Top
part
2.
of the 3,
That's
2, 1.
really hard, man.
That's part of the 3, 2, 1.
It's part of the 3, 2. This is the 2 of the 3, 2, 1.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to say right off the bat, easy one. Easy number 1.
Beatles.
Yes, but Beatles in 1963, when Ringo joined in 62 when they were at the Cavern. It was just like a round, tiny place where everybody was sweating and they were just bashing out Chuck Berry and rock and roll.
Nice.
Like that. I would love to see that. Not when
Like the
all the
big
girls were
Beatles.
screaming, and
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
couldn't hear. Like this was a little, and supposedly it was
Very
some of the
intimate.
greatest shows.
Yeah,
Yeah. 2 is tough. I mean, I want to go blues on this, right? I think I would like to see T-Bone Walker,
Wow.
like late 1940s.
Yeah. I
You
thought
see-
about this. I thought maybe like a Muddy Waters show would be phenomenal.
Howlin' Wolf. I mean, but T-Bone was so influential to though, like B.B. King took a lot of his stuff from T-Bone. Like he was the guy that really started that. All
All
the
the
Kings,
blues.
Freddie King, Albert King,
Right.
they all took it from T-Bone
T-Bone.
Walker. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would love to see that. Yeah.
All right. And tell us a funny incident from a concert. You can leave out first and last names and just say a friend of mine. Something that left an impression on you, or something you've never forgotten.
We can't be included in any of that.
Well, I'm surprised Joyce was not included in this. I'm sure you probably were, and something happened, but you would normally have been for this one. We went to Buffalo to see the Grateful Dead with Dylan playing with Tom Petty.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a show.
Yeah, so I guess it must have had to be like 80, I don't know.
I must have been away
Mid-
from college
right.
at this time.
Yeah, mid to late 80s. We took my van and we went across the border. I went to Canada first, I believe. I don't know.
Any reason why?
I don't know. Just to
got
play in
lost?
Canada. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Niagara Falls?
we did see Niagara Falls.
Okay.
Yes, we did see Niagara Falls.
So maybe you're up that way and said, we got a day. Let's
Yeah,
go check
we
out
spent,
the falls.
yeah, we spent,
and then you went to the show.
right. Anyway, it was like 5 or 6 of us and all tripping our balls off. Like heavy.
Yeah.
So this one person that we were with always had to take more, like twice as much as the rest of us, because he, to get off, because he did it a lot. Anyway, so we all kind of split up. He disappeared, and we went through the show, and it was very intense. And we ran into someone who we haven't seen in a long time. Someone from
the
years
past.
back. And we're like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And they said, hey, we just saw your buddy,
So-and-so.
right? Not knowing that he was even with us. And we're like, oh, really? Where is he? And he said, oh, it wasn't good. He was stripped down.
Detained.
He was stripped down to his underwear, and he was freaking out. The cops had him.
Oh, God.
And we're like, oh my God, he's with us. We have to go home with him. And they're like, I don't know,
Oh,
So,
jeez.
we tried to kind of get into the rest of the show, and it was a stadium. I forget the name, but
This is pre-cell phones, right?
oh
Pre-cell
God,
phones.
way,
Okay.
yeah.
So different situation.
Right. So normally we would just meet back at the car.
Right.
Right. That's what we did at shows. Right. If you split up, you meet back at the car at the end of the show. So we went down underneath the stadium. They have like the medical center for people that are losing their shit. And we went down there. We gave his name, and they said yes, he was here, and he was rushed taken to the hospital.
Oh my God.
We couldn't control him here.
Wow.
What the fuck? So now this part, I don't think we went to the hospital. I think we just went back to our hotel room and said, let's just go back, get our shit together. We'll figure out how we're going to find him, how we can get him. We get back to the hotel room and he's there, just sitting on the bed like nothing ever happened.
So what did he say? Like, did he say?
He supposedly he went to the hospital. They shot him with, I guess, Thorazine or whatever it is to bring him back down. And he got a ride back to the hotel. And he was like, hey, what's up? Like nothing ever happened.
Where were you guys, right?
So that's something I'll never forget.
But did he see any of the show?
Well, here's what he said. He said that he was hanging out and he was very dry mouthed, and someone gave him a Coke cup and said, here. And he took it, he drank. He said it was very syrupy. And he said after he drank that Coke, he doesn't really remember anything that happened. So I don't know if
woke up and his pants were on inside out.
woke up with no pants.
Did he have clothes on when you found him? Oh, well, he must have had clothes with him.
Yeah,
Was it the clothes he wore to the concert?
I don't think they were the same clothes now.
And he had no idea. Did you guys say we looked for you? We didn't know what
Yeah, we were
happened?
pissed off. Like,
We heard
dude,
you
you
were
fucking ruined the
naked.
whole show. We were all worried about you, and we couldn't enjoy it. He was like, oh, everything's fine. And that was,
And that was the last time you took him to a Dead show.
no, he probably took it to more after that. But that didn't happen again.
This could have ended very differently. You could have gone to the show, he could have tripped, and you could have seen him going over the falls in a barrel. Oh shit, there he is.
Yeah, I mean, it could have really went bad.
Yeah.
It was just nice he was back there, and
Right, okay.
yeah, that was something.
Yeah.
Well,
That is something.
that was quite a story.
I don't think I ever knew that story.
No, I can't. I'm sure you must have.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, we were all in.
So who was
Can I tell who was all there?
who was there except the one who?
Yeah, Tina and Ugg.
Okay, so they were there.
Kathy.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Kathy was there. Russ was there.
Wow.
And who was Russ's girlfriend at the time?
Was it Jackie?
Might have been before Jackie. I don't know.
Before Jackie?
Was there
Yeah,
Tom
high
was
school.
before Jackie?
Yeah, but that was high school.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
I have pictures. I have Polaroids of the inside of my
We're
van.
gonna have to
of all
see those.
sizes.
All right. Okay.
So that was the. Well, what question was that? That was the two?
Funny story.
That was the one
That was
story.
the
Oh, that was the
Story.
one.
Yeah. Do you have many more stories?
Oh, I got tons.
All right, let's hear some.
We're gonna have to change it.
Tons of stories.
Three to
20.
10. 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, you got another
Well,
story
I always took pictures. I always took pictures at the shows back then. I used to sneak my camera in.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Where did you put your?
Yeah,
I
sorry.
don't. Where did you put your?
Well, I would have
Camera.
a zoom lens on the camera. I would break it down. I would put one part down my pants, and whoever I was with would put that part down their pants. Two parts: camera and zoom lens.
Wow.
No, I have the most amazing shots of.
I have never seen these.
Yes, you have.
No, I
You've
don't
seen
think you
them.
have.
Yes, you've definitely
Share
seen
them
them.
with me. All right.
You're
But
gonna have to
one
share.
particular show, and I never got caught. I was very careful, and you couldn't do it back then. There's no
Yeah, there's no phones.
Yeah,
Right.
No
you're
way
not
to
using
take
the
pictures.
flash.
Right. So I'm using high speed. I worked at a photo lab, so
Yes,
I used
remember?
Moto photo.
Photo. Yep.
So I would take like 1,000 speed film, so you didn't have to use a flash. If it's fast, you shoot in the dark. And I got some great shots of everybody. But this one particular show, I went to see Santana at the Art Center, and I had like second row.
Oh my gosh.
And I had this zoom lens, and I'm sitting there, and he's like coming up, to the end of the stage, and he's playing, he's sweating, and I have the most incredible shots of Carlos Santana, and I'm shooting, and I feel this, and I turn around, and there's this big Art Center guard, big guy, and I turn around, I got the camera, and looks at him, and he's like, give me the film, and I'm like,
really?
I'm like, come on, man, I'm like, really? He's like, give me the film, so I'm like, I'm not going to give you the film.
Did he kick you out?
So he goes, either give me the film here, or we'll go out back and you give me the film out there.
Go out back.
I was like, I open the camera, full of him, like.
You're like, wait, let me
He
finish
was
it.
like actually threatening me to take me out back. Who knows what was
Yeah.
going to happen back there? This is,
Yeah.
you know, 80s, whatever.
You should have called us bluff.
I should have. Now that I think about it, those pictures were amazing.
Yeah.
So I gave him the film.
Wow.
Wow.
Gave him the film. Lost those pictures.
It's crazy because it's like now it's like it doesn't even matter. You could just take pictures.
Everybody's holding
and
their phones up and their
Yeah.
video. Yeah, it's
You have
sucks now.
any from that concert from the second row? Like you used up
I
a
just-
roll and put it away, and then you got that second roll in, and then you
No,
said
I got nothing.
nothing.
too
And I
big
thought
to do
about-
it, and then switch roles.
That's
or
why
something.
I thought of so many different things I could have done.
Yeah.
But I was freaking out. I was high and I was like, here's my film, here's the film. Kind of paranoid and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
could have been worse. Could have smashed your camera.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he couldn't ask for the camera. I don't know. So he just said, give me
Yeah.
the film.
Well, because it used to be illegal to do that. You couldn't film people, right? Back then. I don't know what made it okay now.
I know.
With
You're
our
right.
phones,
Yeah,
but-
when did that stop all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Why couldn't I
Look
do
at
it back then?
copyright
Free
laws.
without, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to wrap things up. We would like to thank Rob for coming to the Sawmill tonight.
My pleasure.
Where can people see you if they wanted to see you live? Where you mentioned
See
the
or
whole.
hear your music.
I guess they'd have to wait right now till September.
Yeah, so it's not going to happen until September.
As of now, I'm hoping.
So in
things-
September, let's recap what you had. You have the
I have the
pancreatitis or
yeah, the Rustival. It's called Rustival.
Rustival.
Yeah, look it
in
up
Clinton.
on. Please look it up, people, on Facebook. It's a great cause.
Yeah, that's
raising money for
awesome. Do you know
pancreatic cancer.
what weekend is that?
Ooh, that's the end of September. I'm
Okay.
gonna say like the 26th or the 27th. I think.
Does it interfere with the Jewish holidays?
I hope not. I hope not, Joyce.
All right, so Rustival, and then there is the
the lake
yeah,
Sunset
but no
Lake.
one's invited. To
I don't
that.
know if anybody's invited to that. I'm
Okay.
really not
Yeah.
sure.
Private event.
Could be
I
private.
know we got some Ross Griswold.
Well, that's the
I always
Ross.
call-
That's the Ross Griswold, right?
Did I say it right, Griswold?
Yeah.
I always think of
Russ, you're thinking
summer
of-
like vacation, right?
That's Russ.
Or
That's
winter-
Russ Griswold.
Christmas
yeah.
vacation.
So yeah, there's those two, and then there's the Grateful Dead Festival. If people want to go to
Right.
that, it's Friday night and all day Saturday night of Dead bands.
Wow.
Great, some killer bands there.
Wow.
Good
Really
place to
good.
trip your balls.
Oh my God. That's the
naked,
place. If
run
it's
around.
good weather, you're just sitting in a field, the bands are playing. It's like a Woodstock type of thing. It's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Load up the van and head on down.
Ah, it's fantastic. And there's usually people camp
Yeah.
Friday night, but I don't know. They might not do it this year at the camping. They're kind of
Mm-hmm.
like iffy if it's going to happen, but
Yeah.
All right. We'll see.
yeah.
Okay, and we'd also like to thank our son Ethan Pearl for all the camera work, the sound editing, the tech support.
Yes,
Is doing a phenomenal job here.
he's the man.
And thank you for watching and listening to Live from the Sawmill.
We are your hosts, Joyce and John. Thank you. Good night.